Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, this is a short presentation about the Anomaly Hotspots of Agricultural Production, or ASAP, information system. It in particular focuses on the latest developments and about next steps, and I will quickly go through it and look at what can be useful for the GeoGlam community. For those of you who are not yet familiar with the ASAP information system, what is it about? Well, it's an online portal that we started developing in 2016 with the objective of making available more and better information for food security assessments and also to contribute to joint activities such as the GeoGlam Crop Monitor for Early Warning, the food security assessments which use the integrated food security phase classification protocols, and so ultimately to contribute to international food security updates, such as, for example, the Global Report on Food Crisis. The information made available is fully complementary to what the Mars bulletins make available for Europe, but we focus more on countries outside Europe with a high risk of food insecurity. So the input data mainly comes from satellite and agrometeorological data. The information system is composed of three different platforms, all online. The first is the hotspot analysis. That's basically the global map that shows agricultural production hotspots with a short narrative by regions and by countries. And this is mainly dedicated for decision makers and policy analysts who are not familiar with looking at single indicators and satellite data. On top of that, there is the Warning Explorer. This goes down to the subnational level, and it's fully automatic and makes available information every 10 days. Here you can also find indicators, agrometeorological indicators, and biomass indicators, which are typically useful for agricultural analysts. The last environment and also the most innovative is the high resolution viewer. This allows to zoom down to the field level and explores the wealth of satellite imagery, which is made available, for example, by the Sentinel satellites. This is a bit more technical and also requires some experience in remote sensing. In 2020, the whole system has been fully operational since the beginning of the year. And other than making everything publicly available on the public website, we regularly contribute also directly to the GeoGlam Crop Monitor for Early Warning monthly calls. And we send additional information, like, for example, this map of the flooding, recent flooding in Sudan, for the special reports of the crop monitor. In May, we also made available information about COVID-19 impact on agriculture, so that it is possible to see where there are multiple stressors, both agroclimatic and related to COVID. And this year, we have also provided a number of demos and trainings to different groups, including, for example, FAO GEOs, USDA and NASA colleagues. In August, we gave a special demo to ICPAC Regional Center, and we are now planning another demo for IPC team in FAO. This year, there have been numerous technical improvements for the three different platforms. I'm not going to list them all, but just to give you a few examples. In the Warning Explorers, we have reworked the templates and the graphics. We have put clearer legends, and so it has generally become more readable and more performant. There is also information for a number of countries for subnational administrative level 2, and there are some new indicators, such as, for example, 10 daily rainfall forecasts and temperature. In the high-resolution viewer, the one which uses Sentinel imagery in near real time, we have added the Whittaker smoothing of NDVI profiles, again in near real time. I think this is quite unique at the moment on the web. And there are other improvements, for example, like the lifelink for time series statistics, which makes it easier to reproduce the analysis shown very quickly on other machines. And there is also a swipe tool to compare different imagery. On the homepage, we have added the COVID-19 layers and improved, again, the templates and the performance in general. So what are we working on now? We are migrating the meteo data to the ECMWF ERA 5 free analysis dataset. That is a major improvement, also major challenge in terms of processing. In the Warning Explorer, we are working on improvements of the time series graphs to make them faster and richer. And then on the homepage for the country assessments, we will add dynamically generated interactive maps and graphs instead of the static information which is there at the moment. What I think is interesting also for some of you is that as part of the intra-ACP Climate Services project, we are working with a number of regional and national partners. For example, we are collaborating very closely with ICPAC at the moment for developing a customized version of ASAP. And also we have been working with the Angolan INAMET Met services for developing an agrometeorological bulletin based on ASAP data. This is all I wanted to share with you at the moment. Thank you very much for your time. And if you need any other information or have questions, please go to the website or send an email to this address. Thank you very much.